Welcome back to Rainier Rally Tired Truck Tournament. This is groups 13, 14, and 15 to wrap up the end of round 1. Let's meet our first two drivers. We have Cupcake from Rust Belt Racing, a Dodge M80 racing against that lifted Chevy Silverado End Count from Chase Family Racing. Let's go to the track. Cupcake in the close lane, End Count in the far lane, 8 tires in the truck. Will they keep them in? So far, so good. End Count flips over, dumps all of his tires. Looks like Cupcake may have kept a couple in there. He is faster, about a half a truck. Sliding sideways across the finish line. We'll see how many tires stayed in that truck. It looks like 2, but who am I? I'm just the announcer guy. We'll leave it to the official judges to tell us how many tires stayed in. It was 3, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Go, Cupcake, go! All right, End Count. If you're going to win, you got to come back and do something better. Here he goes. End Count out front. Pushes Cupcake to the side while flipping over, losing his tires. This is a close battle, folks. First, Cupcake starts out in front. Then End Count takes the lead. End Count has 0 tires so far. That's not so good for him. We'll freeze frame that at the finish line here. Looks like Cupcake has tires in. It looks a little blur. It looks like 4 there, but it's not 4. It's because the freeze frame blur. He has 2. Cupcake is up 11-6, despite coming in second that race. Looks like they're side by side. End Count out front just a little bit. Cupcake off the Jersey barrier, spinning, crossing the finish line. Did End Count keep any tires in? I was watching Cupcake do somersaults. Looks like End Count has 2 in the back of his truck. Congratulations, End Count, for keeping 2 tires in your truck. 12-13, going into the final race. Who will come out on top? End Count in the close lane. End Count out front again. Looks like End Count takes the win. Cupcake kept some tires in his truck. Was it enough tires to keep the lead from End Count? We go to the judges, and it looks like there is a tie, folks. We're going to switch lanes and run them one more time. Person, the truck, the driver with the most points in this round will move on. Who will it be? End Count flips over. Cupcake takes the win. No tires in any truck. That was an ugly race. End Count, look at that, up on the side, trying to go off-roading, but those 22s on that truck just couldn't handle the off-road-ness of Rainier Rally. Cupcake takes the win, 0 tires, and we'll move on to round 2. Let's meet the next drivers. We have, for the first time ever on this channel, Giorgio from G-Force Diecast Racing, and he's going against Boondocks in that Ford F-150 from MQH Racing. Let's line them up at the top of Rainier Rally. Giorgio in the close lane, Boondocks in the far lane. Boondocks out by a half a car, pushes Giorgio off the track. Giorgio goes flying, loses all of his tires. I was watching Giorgio soar through the air there. I didn't get a chance to see what Boondocks did. Looks like Boondocks threw 2 tires up in the air, and somehow they landed back in his truck. He will take 6 points. Giorgio's Oven Fresh Pizza, 2 points. They will switch lanes and run them again. Boondocks out front by a quarter of a car as they go over the first jump. Just kidding, that's not a car, that's a truck. Let's slow that down and watch it again. Looks like Boondocks pushes Giorgio off the right side this time. Giorgio hits that Jersey barrier, goes flying. Luckily was able to keep it on the track to save 2 points. It looks like Boondocks is playing dirty out there. If you can't beat him, you might as well push him off the track. That is actually a sticker on the back of Boondocks' truck, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to look. Just kidding, there's no stickers on that truck at all. Just the number 18 and a lot of metal flake in the paint. All right, race 3. Switch lanes again. Let's go, Giorgio. Get that Boondocks. Push him off the track. Yeah! Side by side, that was a much cleaner race. However, Boondocks did take the win. Let's count those tires. Looks like Giorgio's got a bunch. He might have lost 1 as they cross the finish line. Giorgio, 2 tires. Boondocks, 1 tire. 8-17 as they go into final race. Group 14, Rainier Rally, round 1. Boondocks out front. Giorgio off the track again, and he goes flying. I'm not even sure if he crossed the finish line. And Ben Flatten, the photographer, has another extremely close call. Let's slow this down and watch the finish. He hits that Jersey barrier, flies, throw over top of Ben's head. Again, Ben is probably changing his shorts right now. Do they give him any points? It looks like he does cross the plane of the finish line, and the judges will give him 2 points, but it will not be enough. Boondocks will move on to round 2. Ladies and gentlemen, Group 15. It's Chicken George from NDR. I think that's Nick Devers Racing. Spy Dude from Aces High. And that old Chevy truck step side, looking good. Starbucks sponsored Chicken George in the close lane. He is out front. Spy Dude in the far lane. Looks like Chicken George just walked away from Spy Dude like he was standing still. Or sit. What do cars do? Do they stand? Do cars stand? Do they sit? They roll? Rolling still? No, rolling's not still. Anyways, Chicken George takes that one. Let's switch lanes. Go back up to the top. The top? What are you talking about? This track is flat. There's no top. It's all the same level. No top. Beginning of the track. Chicken George out front again, pulling ahead of Spy Dude. Spy Dude's only chance of staying in this is if he can hold those tires in the truck. And you see right there, halfway down the track, before the second jump, he loses them. And he comes skidding across the finish line. Luckily, he waxed that paint, and he was able to use his momentum to slide across the finish line and collect 2 points. 8 points for Chicken George. He is having a hard time getting those tires to stay in the truck. Let's see what happens in this third race. Chicken George out front again, just like normal. Spy Dude losing tires. Spy Dude able to keep it on his wheels, but is he able to keep a tire in there? He's got 2 right now. He's got 1 right now. He's got 0 right now. Sorry, Spy Dude. I think that bed is just a little bit too shallow for the wicked Rainier Rally Tired Truck Tournament. But let's see what he does in round 4. Race 4. Round 4? This is round 1. This is race 4. Chicken George out front. Spy Dude on his lid. Spy Dude again finishes because Mother's Polish smothered all over that paint. Let him slippy slide down that track. These lanes are oiled like a nice bowling alley. I'm still waiting for Daryl at Bay City to text me and say he's got that 300 score. Still waiting on that, Daryl. All right. Chicken George moving on. Spy Dude, thank you so much, and thank you so much for everybody else that competed in round 1. It looks like these are the trucks moving on. Gringoyo taking the 16th spot because he was the truck that was the loser that scored the most points to fill that last spot. Thank you for everybody for watching. This has been Tiny Track Cars. Round 2 action of Tired Trucks coming your way soon.